everybody.
Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things.
Well, let's say names and get sued. Let's tell people names and get them sued. Let's tell everybody. Let's just tell the whole damn truth. Did you used to work down Norman's Money Love? Did your mama? Did your mama?
Hi, I'm Shirelle, known as Misty Blues.
Hi, I'm Glenny, known as Lady Angelic.
Hi, I'm Felicia, also known as the Visionary.
Hi, I'm Renee, better known as the Dainty One.
I'm Monica, known as Moni Love.
I'm Leah, better known as Songbird.
And we're Shameless Unplugged.
Do you know how many people in the trailer park right now regretting voting for that man, and people that's behind over the border that wish they would have taken them out with the "We Love Trump" t-shirts on as they deporting them? Okay, they not. They gonna take them out.
Well, damn it, I'm celibate because I don't have no man. And you got to be something special to get this good. I'm just saying.
And so
let the church say amen.
Amen. What's the highest praise? Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
All right.
Hallelujah.
Yeah, I was.
Shameless Unplugged, another Bmore Pod production, coming to you live every other Tuesday at 7 p.m. exclusively on the Bmore Pod network.
I don't know if they're ready for this one.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome to Shameless Unplugged.
Yes, welcome.
Yes.
We are here, ladies. We are here.
We did it.
You made it.
Listen. Let me get this out the way. Listen. My name is Felicia. I am the visionary. I got this group of ladies. Look, I wrote a script, y'all, but I'm not going to do that.
Right.
So look, I got this group of ladies together. After some time, I had a diary. I was writing down a whole lot of my thoughts and a lot of my dreams. And one day we got together. We were eating dinner, breaking bread. And I began to talk and speak on my diary. And I was telling the ladies, actually telling them some things, and they just sitting there. And I mean, I had them. They was.
We were sold.
Listen. They was picking up everything I was putting down, right?
She reeled us in.
So I think I did. So long story short, I've known at least 3 of these ladies their entire lives. Not Glenny, she is older than me.
So she knew you your entire
She
life.
knew me my entire life. And then 2 of them I've known for over 30 some odd years. And I'll just say this. We all have different stories, different testimonies, and I know what God said. And this is why we are here. I will turn this over to my ladies and let them talk. And as the show goes on, we'll talk more about our relationship and how we were able to continue this, because sometimes ladies just don't get along.
Okay.
One argument and you are just done, right? There's no conversations, no talking about it. We just done, but we still here.
With us, we stay
So
together.
I want to go to Miss Mo right now.
All right. Hi, everybody. My name is Monica, and I'm known on Shameless Unplugged as Moni Love. And that name has significance to me because Moni is the nickname that my parents, who are now both deceased, gave me as a child. So it has some sentimental value to me. So I love Moni. That name just reminds me of my parents. And love is also a reminder that God is love, and that love and kindness, we just need it more in the world. So I just want to put the 2 together. Both of them have great value to me. So I'm just Moni Love, born and raised in the Charm City all my life. And and sitting right here to my left is my sister. That's my baby sister. But all of them are my sisters. I've been knowing them all my life. Actually, Lisa is the visionary, but I am the one who actually got all of these people together because I had friendships individually with all of them. So through my friendship with them, they bonded. So, you know, some women, they get jealous when they friends develop their own relationship, which is foolish, but I love to see it. They can go out to eat without me. They can go whatever, but it's all good. I love it, and that's where I stand. So thank you for joining into Shameless Unplugged. Please share, hit like, or subscribe, do whatever you got to do to support your girls. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Support your girls.
Yes.
All right, baby sis, it's on you now.
Hey. It's your baby sis here.
Baby sis.
I'm the baby. I'm the baby of the group. So my name is Leah Songbird. And I'm a singer-songwriter from Baltimore, born and raised. And all of these are my big sisters.
Yes,
so I will probably be giving the youthful side of things when we speak on things because
Lord, like we senior citizens, we not that bad.
Because I'm like, I got a little confused.
No, I'm just saying because I'm the baby.
You got your 9, 10.
I'm like 10 years y'all junior.
Yeah, that's
so
right.
you know,
Yeah.
I have a different point of view.
You do.
A more youthful
want your
point of view. Okay. But anyway, like I said, these are all my sisters. Lisa, the visionary, she has known me all of my life. She has changed my Pampers. Glenny has changed my Pampers. Shirelle, she hadn't changed my Pampers, but she probably would have. Or when I'm old and decrepit, she'll be changing my Pampers. But yeah, so I'm going to pass it over to my big sister, Shirelle.
All right.
Hey, I'm Shirelle. Everybody knows me as Rel. On here, I'm known as Misty Blues. Misty is my middle name, and I picked Misty Blues because through everything I've been through, you know, when it's misty outside, you still can see far, you know, you gotta look. You look through, you can see. You just keep pushing through. So I love the name Misty Blues because it represents me. I'm a Jill of all trades. The only thing I can't do is fail.
Okay.
Born and raised in the east side of Baltimore.
East side.
My wonderful brother raised me. I'm a proud product of the east side. Worked for Baltimore City Fire Department, been doing that for 23 years. Proud to serve the citizens of Baltimore. I'm a mother of 3, grandmother of 1.
Yep.
And I'm just going to say I'm glad to be here. As they said before, we've all known each other 30 plus years. And our girl Nay is out today because she
get well.
Get
well, Nay. Get well, Nay.
acting up. So let's just say a little prayer for her out there. We miss you, Nay. We love you. And I'm going to go ahead and pass the mic over to Glenny.
Hey y'all.
Hey, Glenny.
I'm Glenny's, better known as Lady Angelic. I was born and raised in Baltimore on the east side.
We all true to the east side.
I've known these ladies most of their lives. And we've been through a lot together, ups and downs. And I am also a singer, director in Baltimore. I sing on the R&B side, and I sing on the gospel side. And I'm just glad to be here sharing this with my sisters.
All right.
Wow. Listen, I guess I was too excited when this started because maybe I didn't tell you all who I am, where I was raised up at. Yo, listen, I wanted to get to it, okay?
Right.
But no, I am Felicia. Our show will be about a lot of things, right? 6 different women with 6 different opinions. And listen, reasons why we love each other so much, we have always held each other accountable. We definitely have had those rough times where we've had to have those uncomfortable conversations and we completely disagreed. But guess what? The reasons why we're here is because we love one another. So we're going to come to you every 2 weeks with different things. things that's going on. Life be lifing, and we got some things to talk about. We got a whole lot to talk about, right?
Absolutely.
And
Yes,
y'all
we
want to
do.
hear it, right? And y'all tuning in every 2 weeks. Y'all going to share, and all the things, right? I'm gonna learn how to say that too, right? But you guys going to subscribe, like, and share.
That's right.
Every 2 weeks, you're tuning in because we're going to give y'all some good stuff, some good topics. And guess what? We're not above it. We're not here to judge, because some of the stuff, most of the things we're talking about, the reason we're talking about them because we've been through it.
Yeah.
And it's our
Absolutely,
testimony.
yes.
We're going to tell you how we came out. Now, whether you want to come out or not, I don't know.
Absolutely.
I don't know. But we're going to talk about it. We're going to have some great dialogue on it. And I'm excited. You know what? Let's get to it. Mo.
Let's go.
Yes.
Wait a minute. Oh, what are we talking about?
Oh, so today's topic is about betrayal, love, and lies.
Oh.
Because
What that mean?
Well, for one, it means I think we putting too much trust in each other, human beings, and that's why we got this topic to talk about. 'Cause
Oh.
we
definitely
don't
do that.
understand. That
I'm gonna put my
people are-
fan on because you making me hot. I don't know what we about to do over here.
Let's go.
I know we don't understand that we are human flesh, so we're going to make mistakes. We put all these high expectations on human beings, so when they fall short, it's like we hurt, we broken. Like our lives is shattered. We don't know what we're gonna do, right? So we're gonna just touch on the lies, betrayal, and love, and see where that take us today.
That is so true.
Yeah, I done been on both sides. I done lied. I done been lied to. I done been betrayed, and I done did some betrayal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess we can all say that.
I can speak from both sides of the fence. So
Right. No, absolutely. So, honestly, today's topic, we wanted to really speak a little bit on adultery.
okay,
Yeah. It's real.
it is.
It's real. It's happening daily. I don't know why I personally took such a blind eye to this for so long. I don't know if I was just married and into my own world, my own bubble.
You was in a bubble.
And I did not have a perfect marriage. I'm not saying that, right? But I'll say this: infidelity never was a part of that. We definitely agreed on that one. If we ever had infidelity, both of us was okay with see you later, deuces, right?
Right.
But we had other things, like life hit us in other areas. But I never paid attention to this as much as I do now. And I'm pretty sure it's because I'm a widow, right?
Okay.
And now recently, maybe about a year now, I've decided, okay, Lisa, it's time for you to start dating. And oh boy.
So hold up. How long has it been since you've been a widow?
October 9th will make 4 years.
And how long were you married?
Jesus.
I mean,
This
before-
May,
No,
will-
before together when he was living. How long were you married?
when he passed away,
Yeah.
right before he passed away, it was 24 years.
So you lived 24 years in a bubble, and then and then the bubble bust, and now it's
And
like
she
you came
thrown
out
to
this
the wolves.
cocoon. Yeah, you like.
I'm in culture shock.
Oh,
She like, oh, that's what she don't know what to do.
Welcome to the world of lies, betrayal.
I have no idea what's going on, and this is crazy. Like I'm just saying to myself, girl, you cannot be this green. Like, and,
Real great.
Well, at least for 24 years.
yeah, but then I'm saying to the sisters and the brothers, because we're not gonna be biased, because the same way these men out here cheating, honey, these women out here praying. PREY. Period. You're not gonna argue with me about it.
When they should be doing this praying, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, I had no clue. I had no idea, and I feel kind of bad. I'm like, dag, like, were you just insensitive or just happy? Which one was it? Like, I
So you
don't know.
started dating.
Would you ask me again?
After your bubble bust, after you got your bubble busted, you came out and you got into the dating pool.
I'm not officially dating. They're trying it, and I'm just sorry. I just had to say
Listen.
it. I had to say it. The dating pool is
I was going to
say.
Sissy is funny. Sissy will call me. She'll be like, I met him. He's so nice. But it's something about that beard. Oh, it's something about how he chews. Oh, it's something about his shirt he had on. I'm like, what? So, I mean, hey, I'm here to speak the truth.
Well, I mean, I did say this. I'm okay if I spend the rest of my life and maybe it just won't happen for me.
Okay, Lisa.
How he chews though.
We have a comment.
What's the comment?
From someone. Melinda Green says the dating scene is very different now.
Oh,
from when you
that's
married.
my cousin. Hey.
Hey, cuz.
Well, you're right. Maybe I should have called you. I don't know. I don't even know that I fully want to talk about it right now, to be honest with you.
Okay.
It's not that that deep to me right now. It's not that serious to me. Like, it's not like I want to find him. I want my husband to find me, because I do believe that the man that findeth a woman find himself a good thing. Right. That's scripture,
Yes.
right?
Absolutely.
So I don't even want. There's not no dating site right now. We're talking about adultery. So I want to refocus. I want to get back to that. But I was just explaining that I really didn't understand what was going on, and I did not realize how out of the loop I was.
So let me piggyback on that. So you talking about adultery, and let's also talk about infidelity, because a lot of people don't realize that's two different things. Right. Adultery is when you have sex outside the marriage. Mm-hmm. Infidelity is when you have any kind, whether you're married in a long-term commitment,
absolutely,
or and you step out in any kind of way, whether it's physically, emotionally,
right,
or whatever. Because we know women, like, if we cheat, and if I'm cheating on you, I'm cheating mentally first. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's pretty much probably a little bit worse, because now they then got my mind. Anybody, I mean, people give up the goods every day, all day, but when they get your mind, it's something different, and that's what men can't handle.
So do you think that's why a man come and say that line of, well, like, I just had sex with it, like that? You supposed to just be able to be cool with it, like, oh yeah, like, because
that's exactly what it means.
He's not emotionally attached, so he like, like, I just had sex with it, like, you supposed to be all right.
Hey, you know what? They not emotionally attached until he calling you 20 times. Like, where you at? Why you not answering your phone? Right. I'm just saying. Right. I've had a few stalkers in my life. I'm just saying.
They be like, what you doing? What you doing? Like, where you going at?
Well, I guess I have to ask you a question. You said women, they mentally or emotionally cheat first?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Not all.
Oh,
okay.
Well, you're right.
I'm just saying some women are just actually who they are, and they are just setting out to get these powerful men, and they don't even they know exactly what they're doing. They want a powerful man with a family, because they really believe in their head that guy is coming, and the same thing he's doing to them is what he's going to do for you. And guess what? I'm here to tell you, it ain't going to happen. That's not true.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's true. So let's piggyback off of that. So with that being said, do you think, for those of us on here who have cheated before, do you think, like, once you actually get them,
I'm not
do
saying
you really have them?
about that.
Because a lot of women think that, right?
Say that again. I'm sorry.
When you get them, do you really have them? Because a lot of women think they go out their way, they do everything. All the side chicks step up, and they think, they do all the stuff that they know the wives not doing at home to get the man. And then when they get the man, they think that the man is just with them, or is he doing the same thing he did to you? When you got him.
No,
well, let's talk to the cheaters.
Did you say that? Talk to the cheaters?
I'm just joking.
Let's go to the cheaters.
I'm just joking. Where they at?
No, but from what I see in a couple, like, my outside observation from people that's cheating on their wives or whatever, their wives are home and boring, and they having the most fun with their side, with the woman on the side.
Because that's what a side chick is
But
for.
no, that's what your wife's supposed to be for. Why did you marry her born behind? Why did you marry her knowing she was Betty Crocker that didn't want to do nothing? She don't like to go nowhere. She don't want to.
Because
she don't want to be around.
Mo, now I know you know better than this. Like, what are you saying? Like, first of all, he didn't marry Betty Crocker.
She became Betty Crocker.
She became Betty Crocker.
She became lazy. Matter of fact, you said Betty Crocker. She probably stopped cooking.
Hold up.
He got to make his own lunch. She
I
like
think
tired.
there should be a class that tells a woman when you get married how to keep, not just a woman, a man too.
Sexy,
Not
or
just a
first of
woman,
all,
a man
like
too.
you were appealing at first.
Yeah.
You used to put effort in how you look. Now he walking around, coming in the house, you sitting around there looking like Mama's family.
But hold up.
Let me tell y'all something.
hold on.
I was married for 20-something years.
Yeah.
This May would have made 26 years.
Okay,
I have
26
been
years.
looking like Mama family and all that. Do not judge, baby. Because check this out.
But every man is
once
different.
He don't wanna
once
see that
life
every
starts
day.
lifing, we do, on a serious note, we do have to find that balance.
Yeah.
And what I think where we mess up at is once you get into a comfort zone, a few times you come in there and you looking like
Betty
Mama's
Crocker.
family.
right, okay.
Aunt your mama.
Once you're looking like that a few times, girl, you gotta chill because he don't want that. He over here looking at Beyonce
Right.
videos
That
and
part.
and he looking at this person and that person.
Yeah.
You gotta reel it in. But to be fair to the woman, life's, right? And things happen. It's not you and him anymore. Now you done had 1 baby and 2 baby and 3 baby and 4, and he was okay with that, right? And then you're working a full-time job. He's working a full-time job. Come on, so where's the grace?
But like you
But
say,
the
it's
woman
balance.
does have to check herself
Right.
because guess what? I was turning into anything in the bedroom, okay? Because I'm gonna take off.
hold on.
Because you called it Mama's family. I'm gonna take it off.
It happens.
But go ahead, Leah.
Let me just ask this question because we're talking about the women, right? But how about the men? They don't hold their end of the bargain.
around.
They pot bellies and you know what I'm saying. They're not all that. That they crack up the big. They lose.
So then you're saying that's why the woman goes out and cheat. Because
Yeah.
remember, we're saying the man and the woman, not
Yeah,
just the
that's what-
man.
that's what I'm
Because
saying.
that's
Just the man.
that's the stereotype that
I
it's
definitely wouldn't
always
blame it on
about
the
it's always about the man.
No,
right?
no,
But the
no.
woman do too. So you're saying that's why she go out there because he's doing the same thing on his end.
Sometimes, yeah.
You know what? Yeah, I got a story to tell, right?
Okay.
And this is not like I wasn't cheating or whatever because I'll stand
wouldn't say it anyway. You
I
plead the
stand
fifth.
on that. The one thing I can say is I never cheated on my husband, and if I'm in a committed relationship, I don't cheat because I don't have time for the lies and the bull crap. Now, old Shirelle back in the day,
Yeah, I used to.
you got what
In
you
a
got,
heartbeat.
But like
In a
as I
minute.
got older, or whatever, I just stopped cheating. But I have this story to tell, right? So my ex. Right, not my ex-husband, my ex. I was dating him for y'all know what I'm talking about. I was dating him for like 12, 13 years, right? And he was messing with this girl, and everybody, I ran up on him and a chick or whatever. It was a mess. So everybody was like, "Wow, you didn't drag her." Cause the old Shirelle woulda, y'all know how I got down. I woulda drugged.
strawberry.
So I said, yeah, no. The new Shirelle, grown, mature. I got a job. I got a career. I have too much to lose. So I said no. But this was my big thing that I kept on telling everybody. Right? He owed me his loyalty.
That part.
That girl didn't owe me nothing. She wasn't loyal to her husband because she was married.
Yeah, that was a perfect opportunity for both of
Insane.
them.
And then that brings me
Insane.
to the next. Melinda Green said cheating is a choice of the cheater.
Absolutely.
Period.
That's what I said. It's the choice.
It is a choice.
It's definitely a choice because you do it. You
But
make your mind up to do it.
with women, as women, and we do it a lot, right? We get mad our men cheat or whatever, and then not us personally. Well, I mean, I've done it before. We get mad and we go after the females. So who do you think is at fault? Do you think it's the men or the women, or are they both equally to blame? Who do you blame?
Well, and that's another question. Can a cheater be redeemed?
Yeah.
The Bible
and this-
says.
Yeah.
The Bible says so.
Yeah, cheater definitely
It
can
takes
be
work.
redeemed.
It takes work, but they could be.
Especially when we make them better for the next one. Because that can happen too. They
No,
was a
that-
cheating,
that-
no good person when they was with you. You took all the beatings and all the war scars to build them and groom them to be the good man for the next woman. But so that's the role that you played in that relationship, to make them a better person. But I was going to say, as far as y'all would say, I know I was talking about the women with the rollers and stuff. I'm joking, but the men, this is what I observed that they do. In the beginning, they whining and dining you. Not saying, and we know money get funny sometimes, so I'm not saying that has to be all the time.
Right.
But when you forget to take me out, when it months done pass, and you haven't taken me out to dinner, we haven't gone to a movie, you haven't said anything, and just like I'm just sitting around now, just you becoming complacent with your boring self now, and then you, especially when you going out, and I'm just sitting around.
Well,
that's where you start.
Let me say this. Let me say this, right? And I am divorced, 2-time divorced, because y'all know I don't play with him. If you don't want to be married, I ain't gonna make you stay married,
of
right?
course not.
I remember my first husband, right? And we was only married a few months. Everybody know we was living a dream, bought the big house, we had the cars, we thought we had everything, and then he started getting phone numbers. We 3 months into marriage, and he's getting phone numbers, arranging dates. But he always say, Shirelle, you know I never cheated on you. Well, guess what? When you got that phone number, you let me know.
So what do
you no longer wanted to be married.
What you intend
so
on doing
divorce, I got. You know.
Yeah, come on now.
Wow, I want to go back to, it says, can a cheater be redeemed though? Absolutely you can. Now, if you're saved, you know that God's going to forgive you. Right. In the Old Testament, it was a little bit more harsh of a punishment for adultery. We all know that. The New Testament, it lightened up a little bit. God's going to forgive you. But I guess the question would be, are you going to keep doing this over and over and over again? Now, how the world treats you is different, you know?
Right.
Everybody's not saved. I don't know how the world would treat you. I don't know how they would feel. But as for God, he forgives.
Right.
Yes. But not for us to keep going back to it, doing it over and over and over again. Then someone said, you know, Monica, to address what you said, what you did to get them, you have to do to keep them.
That's exactly right.
On both ends, though.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I said. That's what I was saying.
I know where you're going, because I was about to say it.
You know what? I love what Erica said up there. She said, tie him to the bedpost. My girl, that's my type of thinking.
We're going to start reading Erica stuff. We all know Erica.
That's my god sister. That's right. Tie his ass to the bedpost. You ain't going nowhere tonight. Or like my ex used to say, I used to roofie him. I can't confirm or deny it.
Oh wow.
But you know what's crazy? And this was prior to marriage, because me and my ex had a great marriage. You know, I can honestly admit in that marriage I wasn't ready to be a wife. You know, so I can speak from that perspective, because you know we always want, what did he do? What did the man do?
I have a question though.
Okay.
I'm sorry. So did you realize that you was not ready to be a wife before or after you did it?
Before. But I was in love with the idea, and I was in love with the fact that there was a man that I was actually
Maybe I should have got the pillow.
Gotta sit up.
No, I actually was in love with the fact that I had a man that was consistent, a provider,
absolutely,
family oriented, you know, and that's hard to find. When you find a man consistent and you know about his business, that alone is attractive, right? But still, even with that, you have to dig a little bit deeper, you know, before you get into marriage, because you know it just requires more. And I wasn't prepared to be a wife. But prior to being married, I was going to say, as far as the cheating thing, my dumb tail used to cheat on my boyfriends just to pay back, call myself paying back for them cheating on me, but I didn't tell them. What was the purpose?
You know what?
How you gonna cheat on somebody and don't tell
Mo,
them?
let me tell you.
That was just a wasted cheat.
Listen, I had a true get back problem when I was younger.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God. Listen. And you know, they'd be like, "Oh, you forgave him?" I'm like, "Yeah, okay."
This is a question from Bmore for Real podcast. Once a cheater, always a cheater. True or false?
False. Because I was a cheater.
I agree with that.
No. Wait a minute. Hold. Time out. Once a cheater, always a cheater with that same person, or in a new relationship. So I think that's kind of a vague question, because if you're still in that relationship and you was unhappy, would you still cheat even if they forgive you? Yeah, more than likely you're gonna cheat, because they were doing something wrong. Whether it was too small, whether he didn't take you out, whether it was something was wrong, something was missing, and you went and got it from somewhere else.
Unless it's a drastic change.
Or unless it's a drastic change.
She got the church finger.
I'm torn.
Okay.
Because the track record shows once a cheater, always a cheater.
Well, I don't agree with that.
I'm just saying.
Depends. Yeah,
I used to cheat my butt off.
Yeah,
I probably wasn't faithful to a boyfriend I had.
But have you cheated on somebody and still been with them and not cheated again?
Oh no! Once it's done, it's
right.
done.
That's what the question was.
Yes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm done. That's why I was saying there's two different ways to look at it, because
forward,
you can grow. Because if you're the same person you was 30 years ago, something wrong with you.
Right.
You know, but at this old age, we all. I mean, well, most of us is over 50 up here. You know, so if we're 50 years old and we are still out there cheating, because guess what? Everybody always say I'm brutally honest. Don't ask me unless you want to know the truth, because you ask me if I'm seeing somebody, I'm seeing somebody, but I'm not married, and I have that right. You know, until you put a ring on my finger, I can do what I want.
Oh, now see. Oh, wait a minute. That's stepping into some other territory.
Ladies, before we go any further, our family sent us some love, so I want us to kind of look over here and see some videos that our family sent us. Yes, nice. And then we're gonna get to that. So we're gonna come.
Hey Mom, congratulations on your upcoming podcast. So proud of you. Love you so much. I know this is going to be absolutely amazing. You and the ladies have worked so hard, and this is well deserved and long awaited for. So congratulations. Wishing you guys nothing but peace, love, and blessings. And yeah, Shameless Unplugged.
Congratulations, Nina, on your podcast.
We love you.
We love you.
Hey Mom, just want to send you some love and congratulate you on the launch of your new podcast, Shameless Unplugged. I know this is something that you have been talking about for so long. You've been through so much, and you have so many good gems and just guidance and experience that you can share with this world to, you know, help someone else out who's going through the same thing possibly. I'm so happy that you have this amazing circle of women around you who jumped in and was extremely happy and passionate about, you know, supporting you and your new venture and being a part of it. I'm looking forward to seeing it, supporting it, screaming it to everyone. I know you all are going to be successful. Just congratulations to the Golden Girls.
Hey Mom, I just want to say I'm really proud of you for working towards your goals. I know that this is going to be a beautiful rollout. I know that this is going to be something that you cherish for years to come. Everything that you touch turns to gold, and it's only a matter of time before people recognize that.
What's up, Mom? Son-in-law here. Just want to say congratulations on your new podcast coming up. I know y'all going to be on there getting to it. Just know if y'all don't want to interview me, I'm here. Fighting all, but congrats on everything. I can't wait to see how it turn out.
Hey, Nay, I just want to let you know, baby, that I'm very proud of you. You're doing your thing. I wish you and your girls nothing but the best on y'all new venture, the new podcast and everything. I just want to let you know that I'm proud of you, baby. That's it. Short and simple.
Hey Mom, just coming to send you a love shout out, letting you know that I'm super proud of you. I know that this project is going to be a huge success. I feel like this role fits you well. It's something that you always said that you wanted to do, and I admire your dedication and your commitment for following through on it. I know that it's going to be nothing but greatness. I wish you nothing but greatness, and I'm excited for the world to get to see your strength, see your growth, and just see you for who the amazing person that you are. I love you and keep pushing.
Hey, Mother, and to the rest of you ladies, congratulations.
Congratulations.
We are so very proud of y'all on your new venture. Shameless Unplugged is going to be great. We know it is not easy to go before people and accept judgment, but you guys are doing so in hopes of changing lives. I hope this is just the beginning because it's only up from here. We love you, we love you, we love you.
Love y'all.
Hi, we are them boy sisters, and we're here to support Shameless Unplugged.
So we would like to give a shout out to our cousin Glenny and the ladies of Shameless Unplugged. We know that this podcast is not just a podcast, it's a movement of women telling their stories, just letting the world understand how good it is to overcome and what helped them to do that.
Yes, so please join them on March the 25th at 7 p.m. on all social media platforms. Congratulations, Shameless Unplugged. We can't wait.
Oh, that was too cute.
That was amazing,
We
guys.
love family.
We needed some tissue.
Oh, okay. We about to cry over here. Thank you,
We
family.
needed some tissue.
And speaking of family, we have Mr. Kamel, which is actually Travis. He said, "Hey, family. Hey,
Travis. Thank you so much.
We have so many comments. Thank you to everyone.
Thank you, y'all.
Thank y'all for tuning in.
Thank you so much.
But Glenny, you have to read the one from Bmore For Real podcast.
Okay. Okay, with a panel full of ladies, when you're dating, is it exclusive or does dating mean you keep your options open?
Well, I'm going to say this. First of all, don't ever assume that you are exclusive. You know, unless you have that conversation, don't assume because you'll make a fool of yourself. You know, and I've been there, you know, and it'll happen and you'll get that, you know, you catch them up in something and the first thing they'll say is, well, this is if they're playing games. The first thing they'll say was, we wasn't exclusive.
Yeah, we ain't going.
We never whatever. So you know, until you get that, but once we're together, we're together, and I'm not going to cheat, and I'm not going to step out or whatever. But until we make that, this is a official relationship. It's not your decision. It's not my decision. It's a decision that we come to together. Yeah, I'm all in.
Church finger.
Can I ask this question?
Yes.
Go for it.
How come you didn't tell me that before I first started dating? Remember, I lost like 3 days. I lost like 3 whole good dates. Maybe, well, I don't want them back if they left, but I'm just saying, why didn't you give me that tidbit of information? Because honestly, a real conversation, I'm pretty sure three guys probably like, they was like, this lady crazy. I've been married for over 20 something years, feeling like a vet at this, and I'm treating this guy like, you know, and I didn't mean to do it because I didn't feel like he was my man, but at the end of the day, that's how I was acting. That guy was like, yeah, you know how we black people, they were gone.
Let me tell you.
I said, Ro, what's happening here?
Well, that's okay, Lisa. You're gonna get it.
I gave up.
Yeah, you'll get it.
Well, you know, so that's the female in you, right? So everyone always say that I'm like emotionally detached.
She a dude.
And I'm like a whole dude. But I was raised by my brother, you know?
Right.
And so a lot of things that I was taught and how I think, you know, I'm trying to get it from the men's point of view.
And she a Gemini.
So, and I'm a Gemini, so you never know who you're going to get. Yeah. So today you getting Shirelle. Tomorrow you might get Misty. Next day you might get Rel. And what's up? So, now, I'm joking, y'all. I ain't that crazy.
She's not joking.
But
She's not joking.
We like, we side eye, y'all like
y'all baby lose my train of thought. Okay,
sorry, babe.
Go ahead,
But
go
you know,
ahead.
as far as me, when I'm interested in one person, I can just exclusively, like, even without, I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything else because my attention is on that person. I want to get to know them. I want to see what we have to offer each other. So being exclusive to me is not a scary word, but I'm going to tell you one time before, the dating pool sent me straight into celibacy. I was like, whoop! On the porch. I thought I was going to get off the porch and be doing my thing. I was like, oh. Celibacy. It sent me straight to celibacy, and guess what it is? I've been single for a year now. Sent me straight back to celibacy again. I haven't even been dating, so I'm scared to. I don't even want to see what's out here.
Hey, listen.
I don't even want to know.
Mo, it sent you straight back. It was like you stepped on a jet plane. You was like, shoot, I'm out of here.
I will lock it up in a minute.
Yeah,
You tell
listen,
that's
she said enough.
I have no problem with that.
That person will find you.
Oh, he gonna have to.
Like,
I will lock it up. I'm telling you.
For the most part, I would want to say all of us ladies up here, we know God, we are saved. Most of us was born and raised in church, and some have recently rededicated their lives to Christ. But this is a funny. I'm sorry. Like, you call Monica, right? And you don't get the, hey girl, like, you want to go do something? It's like, the Lord is my shepherd.
Listen.
And I'm just like, that used to be me. me. Like, girl, will you chill? I'll be like, girl.
Listen.
Like, and you don't want to say anything because you're so happy that she's here, but just be like,
It's like, look,
Jesus.
if you've been trying something one way in your life and it ain't been working for you, you gotta try something different. That's all I know.
I commend you for that. 'Cause it takes a strong person
I done been locked up, stabbed up, had my babies in jail. You know what I'm saying? I done went through it. So look, it's enough. Enough is enough. You know what I mean? So if I'm Moses and Mary and Ruth and all of them,
then
I
so
take
be
the
it, right?
title.
I love
take
it.
the title.
So I
But
do
no.
have a question for you, though. So because I know that these testimonies will help somebody, I never went into a relationship knowing that a man was married, because I just wouldn't, right?
Oh, I have.
And to me, this has nothing to do with my level of how saved I am, right?
Yeah.
But it has everything to do with my morals and values and
Right.
what I wouldn't want done to me. And so if so it did happen to me, like as far as when I was young. Myself and Glenny actually was on the same group. We started this R&B group, Infinity.
Okay.
And we did.
Gospel
And
harmonettes.
so what I'll say is I'm young, very inexperienced, and I started messing with one of the band members. And everything was all good for over a year. Until one day, we singing, we getting it in. And I think the End of the Road was a hit, remember?
Yeah.
Like, they used to love us singing that, right? We would end the set with that.
Right.
And so on the front row was this diva, chocolate diva. Long weave in her
Chocolate
hair.
diva like Remind you of yourself, huh?
Well, yes.
You're
Yes,
like, oh,
indeed.
I'm sitting in the
indeed.
audience.
So, listen, this lady was shaped like me. It was almost scary.
Okay.
Right? I still didn't pay any attention to it more than just to compliment her. She's gorgeous, right?
Right.
But after the show, she's making her way to the stage, and she ain't coming to us.
She came to get your autograph.
Who's she going to? You can't be going to the band players, because we was better than them. So why you going over that way? She's going to the very guy that I go with, right? I'm dating my man.
My man.
Right?
That's what you thought.
Well, baby, no. And so one of the band members immediately, he was close to us. And he immediately came over and was like, you know, we're not going to set you up. I'm thinking, you already did. Because, baby, if you knew he was married, you should have told me over a year ago. So I guess my question is, because for me, immediately when I found out.
What?
I mean.
Oh, you cut it off.
Done. It's okay.
Good job.
It's okay, right?
Good job.
Now, right? You look at you cheering me on, right? Because I see something else coming with this, right? It's okay not to know, right? But when you find out, what do you do?
Well, go ahead, Rob.
Well, at this age, you leave, right?
No, I'm talking about before, because somebody need to hear this.
Okay, so listen.
I never cared.
Back in the day, it was a different me.
I didn't even care.
You know, before I realized what karma was, because karma catch up with you.
It does.
So now I believe in what you put in the atmosphere. It's gonna come back and get you
Right.
tenfold. So I choose to do stuff the right way
Right.
today. But
Let's
Shirelle,
talk about yesterday.
You know, I was in a situation where I knew. You know, I knew he had a wife, you know, but because of my own selfish gratitude, I didn't care.
Okay.
You know, I didn't care, you know, and I remember she rolled up on us. We were standing outside the job talking, right? And she rolled up on us and she gave him this look. But the thing was, right, she had just found all of these pictures of us in his computer, because this was before cell phones, because we talking like 20 years ago at this point, right? So she had, when he thought he was being slick, thought he was deleting everything off, we was going all these places. No, nothing's ever deleted. She went and pulled up. We got pictures. We posed up, booed
how
up.
to do it, right?
So Sherry knew who I was. So then she rolls up on us. We all standing outside. I got the dumb grin on, and all smitten, and hey, that's my man, that's my man.
Oh,
and I
my
didn't care that was her man until I saw her face. Right? And then shortly after that, they got a divorce. And
you home wrecker.
Wait a minute.
Home wrecker.
I'm gonna say this. It wasn't because of me that they got a divorce, but I was the icing on the cake.
Oh, yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
For
And after that moment, I just never chose to do that again to anyone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Now,
A married man is off limits.
Now we have a few more comments. Low 410 says, "Congrats, thank you." And then Tanya Taylor said,
Yeah,
"Good
that's my
stuff.
girl.
Good
That's
stuff.
my girl. Hey,
thank
Tanya.
you, Tanya." And then we have Mr. Kamel. That's Travis again. We have Tanya Taylor said, "Preach, Monica, preach." That's what I said.
But I do want to let everybody know once again to click, like, and subscribe to your girl's page, Shameless Unplugged. Don't forget to do that. Click, like, and share.
Oh, wait a minute. Let me piggyback off of that. And we glad that y'all here representing us, but they do also have a Monday sports show.
Okay.
Same platform, and they have a Thursday show.
So
Same
what time
platform
on
is on
Mondays?
fire. On Mondays, it's at 7 o'clock, and Thursdays, it's at 7 o'clock.
And the show is, for Monday, is Bmore Sport.
Okay.
And then for Thursday, is Bmore Pod.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Okay.
So we want to actually play their flyers real quick.
All right, then let's go.
His studio etiquette is amazing. Like even at 5, he already knew like, yeah, I want this like that. Move that right there. That's a gift. That's a gift. That can't be.
We got a video for Gwen Hilton. Y'all go ahead and run that video while I pop these bottles. Pop the bottle, baby.
But you get up on the table.
I want you to get up on that table. That's
and
what
you
I'm saying.
and you stop.
First of all, it was the facial expressions I was making. I was looking at everybody else. Not too many people could sing like that.
Entertainment report.
Hey, entertainment report.
They ready. They ready. We do this so we can show other people's talent, and the talent that's inside them is what they love is inside of you, man. They give they point out their passion, they love outside of themselves, man. And 9 times out of 10, if a person is going for trying to reach a goal, there's something inside of them, you got to have help.
That's my friend. Like, we here. We like, we here. We
Bmore Pod, your liveliest destination. Come and join Dennis, Renee, and Joey every Thursday at 7 p.m. Your talent will make room for you.
Hey.
Oh, we're back.
Yes,
we're back, y'all.
We filled our glasses back up with the wine.
Oh, yeah.
Wink, wink. It's wine.
No, non-alcoholic.
Yeah, I'm non-alcoholic.
For
then.
Real podcast said, "Y'all came on at the perfect time for Women's Month."
Oh yeah.
You know what? Dennis is
Thank you.
absolutely right. Happy Women's Month.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Let me see what I have over here, though.
Oh,
I
wow.
believe I have some things.
Okay. What? She
Let's
always
see.
doing
Let's
something.
Let's see.
She
I think
always
this
doing
belongs
something.
to Mo.
Oh, it's gifts. I love gifts.
We gift giving.
And look, it's in a
And
nice
Miss
bag.
Leah. I'm sorry, Glenny.
Sweet. She that's her love language, gift giving. She loves to give gifts, and I love loving her gift. Okay, I love loving her
Glenny.
gift.
Oh, thank you.
And Glenny, I cannot reach that bag that you just said for me.
Okay.
Ladies, it is so much more that's supposed to be in these bags that did not show up. And I was supposed to junk these bags. So as soon as you leave, can you just lend them back to me?
Sure.
So
I love
that
it.
so that I can finish up. But what I really like, we have some merch coming out pretty soon. I mean, real cute, right? Get into it. Get into it because it's coming soon.
Shameless.
To a
Hey, brother,
store
I
near
see you.
Online, right?
Tommy Lovelace in the house. That's my big bro.
Hey, Tommy.
Yay. Okay. It was a good question up here. It's a good question up here.
Okay.
I want to talk about this question.
What is
I just
it?
told you.
Yeah. It's about maturity too.
Yes.
Okay. Things we did in our youth we would not do now.
I hope not.
No,
No.
I
hope
Yeah.
not.
I wouldn't do it now.
Yeah. I wouldn't think of doing some things.
I'm gonna be a
But
devil's advocate.
some people don't. Some people don't grow up though. Some
Yeah.
people got the same toxic behaviors that they had young. They just older people with the same behavior. They just older.
I am 100% sure.
What? Say it again.
100%
You getting that
sure
joy? Exercise.
that that guys that are trying to talk to me that are 50 and over
don't talk about their age.
have lied. I'm pretty sure they're married.
Like, grow up.
And then the younger ones that's coming
They
to
all liars.
No.
Well,
not all of them. Women liars
all
too.
the ones I mess with, I ain't mess with an honest one yet.
You know what? That
Well-
means we gotta
Well,
gotta do better without
you know what
you.
I'm gonna say about that? I don't think all men are liars, but I do believe.
Oh,
at-
absolutely not.
No, I believe.
They might not be liars,
I
but they
believe
lie.
at 15 years old, all men are given a book. It's called the Book of Bullshit, and they all read it, and they all learn.
Okay,
I'm
I'll
sorry.
take it.
I'm
I'll
sorry.
take it. I'll
Rail's the
take
bad one. Watch your
I'll
mouth.
take
But
that.
yeah, they all read from the same book.
That's why we need a book.
Listen,
Women
listen.
That's TT.
They do. Are y'all? Am I lying?
No, but
they all, even though they might not do the same thing, they all come with the same dumbass
I
lies.
believe that. I believe that.
I got a question though.
What book is the ladies reading now?
No, but I have a question though. You say
How to be
blame-
sneaky, not to get caught.
You're blaming the man for being a
Papa's
liar,
baby,
right?
mama's maybe.
But what kind of woman is going to sit there and keep
reverse.
being that person that's going to keep getting lied to? What does that say about your character? You going to sit there and just keep absorbing lies for 5, 10, 15,
that
20,
comes in
25,
with,
30, 30? I mean, like
self-esteem.
what does that? Yeah, so that means you got some things to work on.
Right.
So it's a problem
But is
there
that fair?
too. It's a problem
That
there
we
too.
flip his sin around too, that she just a nut and she should leave?
No, because it's both people play a role. Even if you're too gullible and too naive, that's your problem.
She said vows. The era that we come from, our grandparents stayed married. Want to talk about it?
And they slept in different rooms. How about that? And guess
Yeah,
what?
they live like
and my
on
grandmother.
social media.
And hold up. You know what's different? Like they slept in different rooms. And my grandmother, who was great to my granddaddy, wouldn't dare question what he was doing. Me, 2025,
right.
I'd have busted him upside his head with a frying pan. Period.
Ooh, my wrist don't let me lift up them cast irons no more.
Guess what?
I don't know. I did.
Guess
something.
what?
can't
I
get
always
no
got
cast
stripped
irons.
for the frying pan.
Yeah, I don't know, but the wrist. I'm gonna have to.
The rust ain't working.
Now let me tell you how disrespect. Well, we going. Let's go. We're shameless. We not shameless, but we blameless. But let me tell you, we going back into
Okay.
back in the day
Yeah, let's
with
go
the
back.
grandparents
Let's
and
re-
everything,
let's go.
right?
Let's rewind time.
I remember my granddaddy had, and I loved my granddaddy dearly. That's who taught me
Love
how
you,
to
Grandpa.
do. He taught me how to do everything. That's why I know how to fix things. I could build you a house if you need me to.
She
Look me
can.
up.
She
You
can.
can fix anything.
I can fix that, but that's because of my grandfather, right? But he wasn't no good. My grandfather literally had a girlfriend on the same block, the same street, the next block down, and she was a young girl. Right? She was
she
young
wanted
girl.
his money. She
She was
wanted
like in
some
her
money.
50s. This
Oh, yeah.
man got the blue pills in his drawer by the dozens, and he got this woman down the street.
A old
And
man
my
with blue
grandmother knew
pills.
it. You know what I'm saying? But she didn't say nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Why
I
didn't
can't
she
be
say
that.
anything, bro?
She just didn't. Guess what? She made sure my grandfather had breakfast on the table, lunch
So
on the
there
table,
was rat
dinner on the
poison
table.
in it.
She cooked, she cleaned, and she worked, and she came across town to make sure where we was good because y'all know my mother was sick. So my grandmother was the truth, but she did not disrespect my grandfather.
Yeah,
she
they-
didn't buck
they
on him. She
were
didn't do
different.
anything.
They were built different.
You know, and that's why I said, but 2025, let me be honest, he would have got that skillet upside his head, and I would have bust that lady upside her head. She was disrespectful.
And
I'd have
just so you
split her
Candace
down to the
Rose.
white meat.
Somebody said hot grits. Yeah.
Hot grits. I love hot grits. Hey, let me tell you what's better than hot. Oh no, I better not. Never mind. Never mind. Y'all ain't getting me in
No, some
that.
hot pennies.
Somebody might do it, and then y'all be like,
Boil some
Shirelle
pennies.
said, Nope.
So question. So you said a mouthful, and maybe I started this conversation, Ro. Is that the reason why as kids is learned behavior, right? Is that the reason why as kids then we're teenagers, then we're adults. And so those habits, those behaviors, learned behaviors that was never talked about, always swept under this pretty rug right here. Is that the reason why we stay so long? Because I heard you, and some of it, my common sense would kick in and say that's very stupid, right? I would never. But is it because of how we were raised? Because I'm 54, and in my era, most of them didn't leave. Yes, my mom left. She left, but with a nervous breakdown, with a habit that she did not have. She was a great mom. I mean, like alcoholism, drugs, nervous breakdown once again. She left with all of those things. Most of them stayed with all of those things.
Oh. So, Lisa, how did that affect you as a child when that happened?
Really? You want to go there? Jeez. So, something that would never probably be talked about or spoken of again in the Higgins family, right? I'm a Higgins, right? As a kid, it affected me greatly. I remember one time, because we used to travel with my dad in the service. He was in the service. Okay. And yeah, so we got stationed. They stationed us back in Baltimore once my oldest sister became school age, because they didn't want us traveling. My grandmother stepped in and was like, y'all not gonna take that baby. Look, stay here, right? And so I remember just like it was yesterday, him coming to get myself and my big sis, because I didn't get permission to say her name, one weekend. And my mom and dad were still together. And he came to get us to stay on the base because we enjoyed that life. We had friends there. Right. And so just taking us out, for a weekend to enjoy ourselves and to come back home. That night, I remember in the middle of the night, I used to have nightmares, right? My sister you won't get me tonight. Because my sister was 11 months older than me. You guys would have thought she was like 3 or 4 years older, because she was so mature and she was such a great big sis, right? Well, that night I was having a nightmare. She like, go find your father. Go and get in the bed with him, because I'm sleepy. We played with Barbie dolls and paper dolls all night. Go ahead, girl. Go ahead. Right? I go to find Dad. I got cold all in my eyes. I can't hardly see. And y'all, I walks in the room, and it ain't, it wasn't for kids. So I was going back to try to get through this nightmare the best way I can, and devastated because I'm a child, and I walked into what I shouldn't have walked into. But to their defense, we were taught to knock on doors, but I didn't think I had to. Right? That ain't my mama. My mama home.
Oh, right? My goodness. Right.
I mean, I'm just saying, it is what it is, right? I was a child, and I imagine growing up in the 70s, because I was born in 1970, and you have to keep everything in, right? Yeah. So I went back, and I cried to my great big sister, because she was a great big sister. She taught me how to be an awesome big sister, right? And I went back to her, and I cried to her, and I was always amazed at how nurturing she was. But that's what we were taught, right? She laid me on her. She talked about it. And want to know what this child said? I forget how old we was. Just know we were young. Right. Want to know what this child said to me?
What did she say?
This child said, hey, I know you're upset. I know that was scary. But if we go back home and tell mommy and daddy getting a divorce. Like, she was smart enough to know that, right? Wow. And she said to me, if you need to tell, I'll go with you. But if you can keep it to yourself, she pretty much was like, girl, be quiet. You know the rug. You know that rug. I know we ain't in our house.
She was like, no snitching. Put that under the rug, right?
Yeah. So I did that.
Okay.
The best I could. I was a child. But clearly, my emotions was getting the best of me. I was crying every day. I was upset. I was going to school. They was thinking that I was sick. Finally, my sister, I remember her coming to me saying, hey, if you need me to go to mommy with you, then we will. So I did that. So we did that. And I grew up. I had a nervous breakdown as a child. 2 years straight, they took me to school every single day. I cried every single day.
Wow.
They had to bring me home every single day, which means I was held back 2 years.
Wow.
And my mom was breaking down right in front of us. I remember my grandmother sending her to North Carolina, to go with her parents because back then it was we saved.
Right.
We're going to pray over this and we're going to move on. There was no therapist.
Pray
and
they kill you.
And they forgot about the kids.
Yeah.
Y'all know I walked in on this. There was no therapy. There was no counseling. None of that. So as a child, I'm going through this and trying to navigate. And remember, I was a daddy's girl. Let's be real clear. I was a daddy's girl. And low key, still am. Right? So that was hurtful.
Right.
That was painful. And to feel like you was a child, you broke up your parents. Because let me tell you, I thought I had the best life. And I felt sorry for my friends who didn't have that experience because my dad was a great dad. He taught us. He made us read. He gave us projects outside of school. We were smart kids.
Right.
Well balanced. But then my world started crashing down. And hurt kids, damaged kids become hurt, damaged adults. And I'm so surprised that I haven't done more because I have stories.
Right. We all do.
I'm so surprised that I haven't done more in my life because I was never healed from that.
And I guess
it was never talked about.
That's probably what us as adults don't realize, the impact that our decisions make on our children.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And that just comes with being selfish. It's just a whole level of inconsiderate and selfishness,
absolutely.
But we worry about what pleases us, but not how it impacts, our children. But yeah, that's something. But
someone said, I think you still had a great childhood. I think so too. I had an amazing childhood, but we can't forget the traumas. We hide those types of things, and we don't want to talk about it. And it's very prevalent in the black family. It's very prevalent in the black church because we had the deacons, it's a talk show. We had the deacons, we had the pastors, we had all of them sleeping with folks, and we all know it, and we know. And as kids, we would get on the church bus because we had rides home. Our grandparents and stuff had cars, but at the end of the day, we loved to ride on that new St. Mark church bus. We loved it. We grew up. We had great foundation. But what I will say, we all knew secrets.
Oh yeah.
We're not gonna tell them. That's not our place. But we absolutely grew up knowing secrets. So that's what we're not going to do. And I said, with bringing on Shameless Unplugged, I knew that I would have a challenge. I know I'm going to get backlash. Right. But at the end of the day, I am 54 years old.
It's your truth.
And you know how many things we've hidden and we are hurt. And now we're paying for therapists that they should have paid for. That shouldn't be on my insurance bill. I'm sorry. They should have paid for that.
Let the church say amen.
Amen.
Forgive your father.
Oh, I just got a question. Somebody said,
So he said, is it easy to separate the father from the husband?
That's two. They are two different roles.
That came from
Is
Sam.
it easy to separate the father from the husband?
That's two different roles because
it is.
You only know your mother from
to be honest
from a
with
child's
you, my
perspective.
dad was a great dad.
Right.
Like I wouldn't have had no bad stories.
No, but
he was human.
But you know how earlier we were talking about like why do women cheat? Why do men cheat? Like is something missing? So have you ever thought like what was my mother not doing, or was it something that my mother was not doing to not make because we don't make anybody, but was it something that my mother wasn't doing to encourage the cheating behavior?
I ain't blaming my mother.
Of course you're not.
Wait a minute. Let me say. Can I say this?
She was shaped just
she's
like
standing up on me. Hold on.
She was shaped just like this.
Okay.
She was smaller than me.
That's
period.
Okay.
Period. She changed wigs. She changed wigs. Yep, she wore wigs. She had this nice, pretty, dark lipstick, and she had this perfume that was like mesmerizing. I can still smell it to this day. Baby, she wasn't doing
But she
nothing
was
wrong.
your mama.
I don't care.
She wasn't your wife.
Hold
No,
up.
it wasn't your
Hold
wife.
up. Hold up. Let me say this, right? And this is just speaking in general, right? And y'all could pick up what I'm putting out if y'all want, right? I'ma say, as a woman, don't ever sit back and ask yourself, why did this man cheat? Don't ever blame yourself, because the man cheated because he wanted to cheat. I'm not now. If I'm lacking on my responsibilities, whether it's the 2 F's, y'all figure what I'm talking about out. If I'm slipping, then I'm slipping. But if I'm doing everything right and he's still out there cheating, that's on him. I'm not blaming myself. No. I did that. I've looked in the mirror and said, what did I do? Why wasn't I good enough?
But y'all blame the man, though. Y'all said women cheat because it's something they missing emotionally. So that's the same thing. So that's kind of...
I didn't say that.
That's... A lot of times y'all say women cheat because it's something emotionally missing. So that's from who? The man she with, right?
I feel the same way on both ends. And at the end of this... wait a minute. We need a break. Let the church say what?
Amen.
What's the highest praise?
Hallelujah.
Let's turn to the screen and see some more what the family done said about
family.
you all.
Come on, family.
I need a break.
Let's cool off over here.
Woo.
Congratulations on your podcast.
Hey, y'all, what's up? It's your boy Caesar Bell. Hey, listen, I had to take a pause for the cause. Show some love to my cousin, my baby girl Leah and her crew, and a congratulations to their new up-and-coming, branching off doing her thing. It's a long time coming of the podcast, Shameless Unplugged. So I want y'all to know I'm supporting it. I'm down for it. I'm with it. Anything she do, I got her back on it.
I'm thrilled to see you ladies embark on this new podcasting journey. I can't wait to be inspired, entertained, and thrilled with the upcoming conversations. I want everyone to get ready for this transformative experience.
Hey, Shameless Unplugged. I just want to say that I'm super proud of y'all. Shout out to my mother and my aunts. I can't wait to see y'all live in full effect. And I wish y'all nothing but success on the podcast, as y'all have many different views, many different stories to tell. I just can't wait to see it unfold. And I wish y'all nothing but success in this journey ahead. Shameless Unplugged. Much love.
Hello. My name is Tuesday, and I am Monica's cousin. Oh, how I love her so. I just want to send her well wishes on her journey with the podcast Shameless Unplugged, launching on March the 25th. Monica is bold, she is brave, she is courageous, she is beautiful, and I could go on and on and on. She's my cousin, and I love her. She has overcome so much in her life, and I am super, super proud of you. The best is yet to come, baby. You got this. And again, I am so proud of you. I love you, and I wish you all the best of success with your new endeavor, you and all the ladies. I love y'all. Bye.
Hi there, I'm Tia, and I'm dropping in to show support to my big sis and each and every one of you of the Shameless Unplugged podcast. I know that Monica will be an excellent contributor to the podcast, as she can provide honest, fiery, and even a polarizing point of view to any conversation. A true Leo. So good luck to each and every one of you, and have lots of fun.
Mama Mo, I love you. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of what you and all the ladies are doing with your new venture. I'm definitely praying and nothing but blessings, and y'all are gonna just take this to the highest of heights. And Shameless Unplugged, I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to have it even better. I love all y'all. I love you, Mama Mo. You know, anything you put your mind to, and you are blessed to be a blessing.
Okay, guys. We definitely
That
gonna
was
have to wrap
beautiful.
this up. This really got really good
Thank
for
you,
us.
family.
I do want to shout out my cousin Raw Dope podcast. I love you. I see you. And my other cousin, he has a podcast on here too. I love you guys. But check this out. We gonna have to be continued.
Yeah, but don't forget though. Most importantly, those who are looking in. Don't forget to like, love, tag, share, subscribe, do whatever you have to do to
Absolutely.
this podcast.
Please,
Support
guys.
your girls and our
It only
journey.
gets better. It only gets
Yeah,
better.
it only gets better.
It's just the beginning.
Just
Trust
the
me.
beginning. And plus, you know, we're going to have conversations where we're going to bring people on, too, to get different perspective, different point of view. So
Absolutely.
you're going to see it different. This going to be like a diverse setting. So we looking forward to it. We love y'all.
Oh.
And
because we're not blameless, but we're shameless. No, that's not right.
That's not right. They trying to put us on the spot, y'all.
No,
They trying to get us. They trying to get us.
We supposed to not be shameless.
All right, y'all.
Okay. What they want? They want us to do something.
They want us to sing, y'all.
Do the sunshine.
Love you, Tommy.
Monica, do sunshine.
Oh, you made my day. You came my way. You gotta be back. Boom, 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 boom. No.
You heard me every time I pray. You gave me peace. You gave me grace. Uh-oh. You put a smile upon my face.
'Cause you brought the sunshine.
You brought the sunshine
in my life.
Throughout the lifeline.
And you brought the lifeline.
You brought the sunshine
in my life.
throughout the lifeline.
And since
I have found Christ, there has been such a change in my life.
All right, that's it. We love y'all. We see
Thank
y'all on
y'all.
April the 5th.
Come
April
back
the 5th.
in 2 weeks and check us out again. Because no, we are not shameless. Whoa, I said it backwards. We're not blameless, but we're shameless. Thanks for checking
you
in.
so much. Thank you
Hey,
so much.
Auntie, I love
appreciate everybody on here. My family, y'all showed up so big.
Yeah, y'all
love
showed
you.
up and
Thank
showed
y'all.
out.
Thank you, TT.